something that has come to light in my most recent video about me talking about saving teams and, just kind of putting your gods in a preferenced order and things like that. People commented and saying, yes, you can save your teams. I did not notice this. I've seen this button. I have not pressed it. This download button right here. This is your squad loadout. Okay, this isn't exactly perfect, but it does solve a lot of issues. As you can see here, this is the team that I have saved. This is the one that I want to use in this piece of content right now. You can have up to 3 saved. You only get this third one if you buy the Valhalla Pass, it seems like. So I had thought that this was brought into the game, but I never really looked into it, found it, or whatever else, because I remember reading it on patch notes, but never really tried it out. So what we're going to look at today is a few things, how it works. So I'm going to change my gods here. So I'm going to put Ares on her. Literally, I'm just throwing different gods on here just so I can show you how this actually works. So I've got 2 different gods there, and I'm just going to put her in here. Actually, put him in here. So my team is not really anywhere near what I would like. But if I go download, the team is exactly the same as what I want. The gods are in the right spot and the heroes are in the right spot. I click on here and I go load, bang, it is loaded and they're all back to where they want. If I have a look at the people that I took them off, everything else should be back to where it was as well. So I really do like how that works. So I can save my team. I can save 3 of them. Maybe have 2 different maze teams. You have a maze team for when you're against a single enemy, unlike this boss. And then you have a maze team for when you're against multiple enemies, like this boss or some of the other ones. I do like that. And then you have a 3rd team for whatever else. Campaign, whatever. You're going to have to change your team up for whatever stage you're coming up against. But I do like, say if I'm over in campaign. Okay, I'll go over to campaign and show you what I've been doing because I've been leveling up all of my little fodder to get my whole account level up. So what I do is I have one of my heroes with Poseidon just so she stays alive a lot longer so my Duke can do the damage. And then other times if I really need to, I put someone else with another god just to help me get through these levels a little bit easier. So I was coming across back over into these challenges, into the maze and going down and then not realizing that I had the wrong god on here. Like obviously that's pretty easy to spot if I don't have a god at all. But if the wrong god's on there, it just flies under the radar. I just go over consecutive battle, bada bing, bada boom, I lose. I'm like, what's going on? And then I got to change it up, remember who goes on who. So this button right here, this is actually a really good godsend. Godsend, hey? But I love that it saves what gods are on there. It flips it over. It actually works a lot better than what I expected. That it actually pulls your gods across even though you have changed them. I think this is an amazing, amazing button. If you have not heard of it, there you go. Go and use it. But also when you are in your Hall of the Gods, you can also have a save team for here because this is different. You get 2 lines. Without the Valhalla Pass, you only get 1 save formation, which I want to save this formation. This lets me beat the Sharon at stage 10 on auto with a minute to spare. This runs it very easily. So some quick tips on the Hall of the Gods, because you're going to have so many gods in the team. You want every character to have a god, obviously, and they're all going to be vying for MP. Okay, and you're going to literally run out of MP, or they're not going to use them properly, and your gods that you really want to use, like I love using my Poseidon, Ares need to be used, Loki 100%, and Artemis. Those are my main gods that I want to be going faster and faster and faster. So you need to pair them with gods that either have passives or very low MP. Like Tyr's MP is very low, so I don't really matter that much. And to be honest, she dies pretty fast anyway, so I could nearly get rid of her and then be done with it. Hades, that's a passive. Vidar, that's a passive. Scathy is a passive. Asura is a passive. And Horus, yes, that uses MP, but Sharon has all of his minions that come up, so it's kind of worth using. So going ahead, when you are doing the Hall of the Gods, make sure you put the right gods on here so you're not wasting MP. So if you have bought the Valhalla Pass, you can save 2 teams. So I would have a Sharon team and then a Vidar and Ares team, just because they are a lot more similar with going against a 1 enemy compared to Sharon, which it is multiple enemies continuously. My team's pretty much going to be the same. I think only until you get to end game that you're going to have multiple teams, because you will have leveled up more than 1 team. So anyone that did not know about that button, you can thank my commenters and people that watch these videos continuously for shedding some light on that button right there. It is such a valuable button. Go and use it. I really hope in the future that we get to preference the order of our gods, or even just turn the ultimate for those gods off. I would turn Tyr off I just want to use the stats of those gods. I don't want to be using their ultimates. It's just a waste of time in some battles. I want to turn them off. So come on, let's keep raising some noise. Raise some noise so we can get this across the line and just make the game a lot easier to play and really progress forward in auto mode a lot easier.